Hello, I'm Jacqueline Jimenez with Newsworthy Stories, and I have an incredible story to tell you about today. I'm joined by two great people. I have Sydney Salas joining me and her grandmother, Mary. And I'm just excited to have them here because I've heard Sydney speak about a condition called Chiari malformation. Now, the first time she spoke about it, I had never heard it before, and maybe you haven't either. And so today she's going to tell us about what it is, but there's also a walk to bring attention to it. And she wants to invite you to be a part of it. So, Sydney, Mary, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Sydney, tell us what is Chiari malformation and your experience with it.
So my journey through Chiari has been a very long one, but it Chiari is the brain surgery that I had a decompression brain surgery, and it really much means that my brain was too big for my skull. And since it was too big, there was no fluid getting to my brain. And so all the fluid pushed up on my spine, causing it to curve. And so in the surgery, they carved a little bit of my skull and to allow the fluid to get to my head. And since most people don't really know about it, that's why I started my nonprofit to really raise awareness and get the word out there of what it is, because it's really important that people do know what it is, because it could be too late before someone finds out that they have it.
How long did you deal with it, or how were you able to find it so quickly or in time?
So one of my friends' mom pointed out that my left shoulder blade stuck out, which is a sign of scoliosis, and that's also a symptom to do with Chiari. I didn't mention that before, but we noticed that my left shoulder blade stuck out, and my friend's mom was like, "Oh, you probably should go get an X-ray and see what it is." And my mom was like, "I think we're gonna get her an MRI just because she's having some weird things going on with her eyes." Because at the time I was having involuntary eye movement, and so we went for the MRI, and that's when they told us that I had Chiari malformation, and then 2 weeks later, I was preparing for a brain surgery.
How long did that last?
The recovery, or
Or just the surgery? Because when you're first hearing about it, the one thing that comes to my mind is for parents who right now maybe they have just learned their child has Chiari malformation. And what can you tell them about like how to respond, or like that initial response, but hey, there's hope. What can you tell a parent who maybe just discovered uh, that their child has Chiari malformation?
the first thing that I do is definitely share my story. Once they know that someone has had a successful case and like kind of knows what my journey was, makes theirs a little bit easier. So once I do that, then I start telling them that like you just need to go for the surgery, and like the sooner the better, because the more you wait, the worse it can get. So that's why mine was so quickly. And I understand that there could be a lot going in your mind, but that's just what is best.
So I'm going to ask you, Grandma.
Sure.
Oops,
Oh, sorry.
no worries.
And grandma got
No,
nervous.
breaking news, right? Um, when you first discovered that your granddaughter was dealing with Chiari malformation, where did that take you?
Oh my goodness. It was a nightmare. We never had heard about Chiari malformation. So, of course, we did a lot of research. And then, of course, trying to find a doctor who was the best. We wanted her to have the best. I mean, it is brain surgery. So it was pretty emotional. So we searched and we found what we know it was the best doctor in the United States, Dr. Smith, up in Children's Hospital in Boston. And again, like she said, it had to happen really quick. So all we could do is search and learn and cry. We did a lot of crying.
That's what I'm sitting here right now, and that's why I'm asking, because I'm listening to you, Sydney, and you're so confident. To know that you've gone through brain surgery is just like looking at you. No way is that in my mind. And so, I'm almost like, okay, Jack, just hold on here, because I'm even tearing up just thinking about what you have already gone through. But I love that you are trying to bring attention with this walk. And so I'm going to take that banner back off because I want to share this screen so that you can see. Tell us what I'm looking at. on the screen. This is her website, and as you can see, it is scrolling across the bottom, chiarislittlewarriors.org. And talk to us about what's on this website. What should people understand? And just give us some insight of what you want people to know about for the walk, for past the walk, because this is going to go on beyond the walk, how they can donate, how they can be a partner with you.
Yeah, so our website is really showing you like when our walk is, keeping you informed, and also major key things. Like I know at the beginning of my website, there's a picture of me and a doctor from Joe DiMaggio because just recently I became um, partners with them, and that's me with my coloring book. I'm an author, so I did write my own coloring book to give to little children and even older other people, but it's geared towards them. And my website really shows how you can donate, what's the cause for it, what it is, and when's the walk.
And I do have to mention too, Dr. Hessler there has seen Sydney several times. I mentioned that she had her surgery in Boston. Dr. Hessler is a fantastic doctor. And again, he does see her if there's symptoms and just to, follow up with MRIs. And we're thankful for him that he is willing to partner with us so that we can spread the word and to make awareness and educate people on Chiari malformation.
Now, how many times have you done this walk?
This is our fourth annual walk, so we're coming up on 4 years this year.
And who do you want to, how can people participate? I see this as you, probably, I guess, what age were you when you had it, when you first discovered you had it?
I was 10.
No, you were 8.
I was 8. Okay, sorry, I was 10 when I started my nonprofit. I was 8 when I had the surgery. So I was
Yeah.
pretty young to be going through that.
Okay. And so I'm just kind of scrolling through the pictures here just to kind of let people see where you were, your progression, and then some of the this is looks like your first time that
Mhm.
Walk.
the Chiari's Little Warriors. Talk to me about them and who this walk is actually supporting.
So this walk is supporting people who have gone through it or is about to go through it. So our walk really just brings people together to really just share the words. We spread it to so many people. We go out and campaign and ask for sponsors to really raise awareness. And from our first walk, we've grown a lot. At our first walk, I would say we had 30 people, and last year we had around 110, I would say. So our walk has grown a lot, and being able to spread the awareness is so great for me because I really get to share my story about it. And by now I've gotten very used to it, so that's why it doesn't sound that scary. But if I were to go more in depth, it really is hard. And that's why I need to make sure that I share my story so other people can know what to do when it's could be their time.
Okay, so this is a walk. We don't have to run, right?
No, it's a 1 mile walk. If you don't want to walk, we get it. You can stay inside. But pretty much the whole time it's inside. We have food, we have a workout before, we have a couple sponsors. We also have our raffle at the end of the walk. And right in the middle is when we have our walk for it's only 1 mile.
So talk to us about who you need to partner with and the sponsors you may need. Do you need anything to help support the walk that you're planning here?
Well, we're always looking to connect with hospitals so that when a child or anyone going through the surgery or preparing for surgery, we like to give out care baskets to them to help them have certain things in the hospital to get them through their surgery. What we're looking for is volunteers that can come help set up for the walk. We are expecting about 150 to 200 this year, so we're got a lot of work ahead of us. So sponsors, anything is welcome, from our raffles to be raffled off to anything for the goodie bags for the walkers. We pass out goodie bags with things in there, material, or from advertising the sponsors that we get. So any way that someone can help is appreciated.
Yeah, and again, the walk is September 19th. 2026, right? 9 a.m. to
Yes.
1, Pompano Beach Air Park, looks like. And also, the one thing that came to my mind was that when it came to not sponsors, but um, oh goodness, what was it? um, oh, platforms like this one. So Sydney, I first heard Sydney's story at a social impact breakfast, which was with the Greater Fort Lauderdale Chamber of Commerce. So if you have a chamber or a networking group or a platform like
Yes.
this one, you know, Sydney would love to hear from you. So please reach out to her and let her know where else she can share this story, because obviously more people need to know about it. Um, it was their first time when they heard about Chiari when she was diagnosed with it. My first time, and I think everyone in that room had never heard of Chiari malformation. But wow, the seriousness of having brain surgery because your brain is too big. So I can just tell right now, Sydney, I don't know how they put it back in your head, but you're so smart.
Thank you.
I don't know how they were able to, shrink it, but
No, that's like I really did when I was younger. I didn't know what was happening during the time of the surgery because my family didn't really want to tell me because they thought I'd be like too scared. They didn't want to tell too much to me. But I really did think they were gonna shrink my brain. So I was so scared, and it was really scary. But I really did think they were about to shrink my brain.
yeah, because I mean, what you're like, well, how do you get it back in my head, right?
Yeah.
But I'm grateful that you have a success story, that you are a picture of hope for families, and I commend you, and not just taking that success and just being happy with it by yourself, but making sure that other families are aware of it. Is there something else, anything else that we must know about before we go on to the next thing, or before you in this interview, if you will?
So we do have our braids campaign coming up, and braids are a great symbolism of Chiari because in the surgery they have to put your hair into two braids. So at our walk we have braiders who will braid your hair for you. But this year we decided to do a braids campaign. So if you tag us in a post, and whoever wins gets a pizza party for your small group, and or if you're by yourself, you can have a couple gift cards.
All right. So, wear braid, right? So do you wear a braid when you go, or
I wear a braid, yes. Some
no,
people
but I
do,
mean,
especially. Hmm?
how does the braid campaign work? So
Oh,
do we have to
yes.
just put our hair in a braid, or what is it?
Yeah, you just put your hair in a braid
Take a
and you take a picture, you post it on social media. It's through the 1st through the 7th of September.
Okay.
And just tag us and we'll see your post.
Because September is Chiari Malformation Awareness Month.
Oh,
So we want to start out strong.
Mhm.
nice. That is really good to know. Thank you for telling me, because I didn't know that. So
And wear purple because that represents Chiari as the color purple.
all right, you're gonna get us all. We're gonna be all ready to go. Chiari malformation, and bring attention to these families. Thank you so much, Sydney, and you know, Mary, Miss Grandma Mary. I don't know
Yes,
what they
ma'am.
call you, but
Grammy, yes. Thank you.
Grammy, and what a pleasure, to hear from you. And for those of you who follow newsworthy stories, I know that even if you can't walk, you will give. And so I'm so thankful in advance for all that you will do to participate. But we hope you do participate in whatever ways you can to help Sydney take this message beyond anywhere she can imagine. And so thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
so
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Thanks for watching Newsworthy Stories with Jacqueline Jimenez.